Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue pour une nouvelle petite session de notre Dune Awakening. Alors on a fini hier sur un petit bug dans la matrice, on va dire, sur un contrat. On va voir s'ils l'ont réglé. Il y a eu un hotfix qui est sorti entre hier et aujourd'hui. Peut-être que ça va régler le problème, mais je ne l'ai pas vu dans le patch note, donc on verra. Et puis sinon, on va vraiment reprendre l'histoire principale. Hein. Suivant ce que nous réserve le contrat actuel. Alors sinon pour l'instant, ouais, c'était sympa les récompenses dues aux classes finites, c'est cool. Après j'ai pas vérifié si je pouvais changer les apparences avec les vêtements actuels, ça pourrait être pas mal. À voir. C'est notamment l'accoutrement des sœurs Bene Gesserit, il est vraiment chouette. Où est-ce que je pourrais voir ça? Ce serait dans personnalisation, armure, n'importe quoi ça. Ah bah oui, on peut. Ok, ouais, donc ça a changé. Purée, on peut vraiment tout arranger comme on veut. Voilà, elles sont chouettes. D'accord. Ça n'a pas changé. Ouh. Oh purée. Ok. Armure légère. Ah, les casques qui sont là. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire ça? Pour l'instant, il n'y a rien. Les sœurs. Dommage, on voit plus les yeux. Ah, c'est pas mal ça. Simple et efficace. Ok. Ah mais c'est le masque à épices. Ah ouais d'accord, non ça marche pas comme ça. Non, c'est pas ce que je veux. Comment je suis tombé sur mon truc tout à l'heure? C'est pas possible. Ah. Ok. Ah oui, donc là, non, voilà, j'ai que les échantillons. Ok, d'accord. Je ne peux pas... Sauf si je choisis... Non, je peux pas, en fait. Je pensais que je pouvais l'appliquer un peu partout, mais non. J'avais pas tout mis en bleu? Bah alors... Ça, si on le voit pas, on va regarder comme ça. Ok. Bon. J'ai rien dit. Remplir le contrat un grand cru. Ok, ça n'a pas bougé. Ah.
Come back to hold up the line again, have we?
Normalement, c'est à lui qu'il faut parler. Il y a vraiment un bug dans cette...
Hello again.
All right then. Ask your questions.
Right.
Bon, et ben je suis bloqué sur cette quête. On va vraiment l'abandonner. Appeler le majordome. Ah. Donc il n'y avait pas de bug. Alors je suis allé lui parler en direct, il me parlait pas. Par contre, il fallait passer par là. Ouais. Bon, c'était subtil quand même. Hop, je crois qu'il faut que je parle à Mister cette fois.
Hello again.
Voilà, et là j'ai le truc. Ok.
If O'Gary can't make it happen, like as not, it's not meant to happen. Let's see what we can figure out. What? What a specific and pointed question. What would make a body ask something like that?
Beg pardon?
What?
Oh, no. No, I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. I want no part in angering a noble house. I didn't know. A mysterious patron paid me a tidy sum to steal a case of expensive brandy from customs and replace it with fake Caledonian brandy. My instincts told me something was off, so I kept both cases, real and fake, hoping it would all blow over. I didn't know. I'm in over my head. Here, take it. This crate has been like a curse I can't get rid of. Deal. I don't want any trouble with a noble house.
En fait, je prends tout. Ok. Très bien. On va retourner voir notre ami. En fait, c'est bizarre que je ne puisse pas choisir spécifiquement la mission Grand Cru. Je peux pas me mettre sur Grand Cru et la suivre. Ah. Oh là là là. Vérifier si la caisse n'aurait pas été ouverte. Faut que j'aille là-bas. Non. Elle est où? Ok, le bout de la ville. Un drôle d'endroit pour la garder sous la main, hein. Surtout quand on sait la valeur de la marchandise. Mais no comment. Ça aurait été trop facile d'être à côté. 32 mètres en haut. Ok. On s'approche. 3 mètres. 15, 12, 10. T'es là. T'es là. Et je me perds dans cette grande ville. Il va peut-être retracer la provenance de la fausse caisse.
How may I be of service? Begging Sir's pardon, but I do not follow. Yes, disturbing news. I'm inclined to suspect a rival of my master's. All the more reason to make this banquet perfect. This may very well save the banquet. I implore Sir to forgive my harsher assessment of you at the start. I misjudged you.
Excuse acceptée. Et ben voilà, on est pas mal. On est pas mal, on va pouvoir reprendre la quête principale. Vraiment, plus rien. n'y a plus rien. Ça aussi c'est nouveau, tiens. Ça n'était pas. Ça a été donc corrigé dans le patch note, j'ai vu. Ben allons-y, c'est là-bas que ça se passe. Attends. 100 mètres en diagonale. Ça nous mène où ça? Ah oui. Rien à voir. Quel est mon contact? Un homme, une femme, un Harkonnen, un Intrigue. Ok, ça va plutôt Intrigue.
Well, if it isn't Fenring's pet puzzle
carrément.
box. Last we met, there was a Sadaka blade against your throat, and I was debating how best to make you scream.
Je me souviens.
Careful, prisoner. I might start thinking you're trying to scare me. Truth is what I'm after as well. But words are easy. Actions will tell me if you mean it. We don't have time for guesswork. But rushing breeds mistakes, and mistakes mean more blood on the streets. This killer is methodical, precise, and they won't stop until the job's done. There's a pattern to the victims. Find it, and you might catch them in the act. If the killer's still here, and we believe they are, then this is our best and maybe only chance to stop them. And make no mistake, if the Bennett Tlilaxu are involved, this isn't just a string of murders. It's a purge, carefully planned and devastating. A threat not only to Arakeen, but to the stability of the entire Imperium.
Il va falloir aller sur les lieux du crime, non? Ou à la morgue?
There is no we. You go out and dig. I stay here and wait for the results. Don't come back empty-handed. They were competent, trained, and experienced.
Ah ouais.
But skill only gets you so far when someone's watching your every move. They ran into something or someone they didn't expect. That's why they're dead now. No one's been able to stop whatever's behind this yet. You want suspects? Count Fenring has enemies stacked like sandbags. Some want him dead, some want him ruined, and the rest are just waiting to see which comes first.
Ok.
I am doing that very thing, am I not? The Sheriff of Arakeen has many opinions. One of them is that I should stay out of his way. For now, it's sufficient that I remain in the shadows.
C'est parti.
You're not Fenring's only pet. He's got a whole shelf of broken things he likes to wind up and watch.
Sympa.
Start with the engineer, Austin Lath, on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull. The last two victims were known associates. He must be mixed up in this somehow. He's not out on the floor with the common drinkers, if that's what you're thinking. Lath sticks to the back rooms. Quiet, curated, and expensive enough to keep the rabble out.
Ouais, moi aussi, je savais pas, tiens. Parce que je l'ai fait déjà, ce bar.
Of course not. They are restricted to patrons of higher standing than prisoner. You'll have to speak with the barman on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull, Alistair Chim. Either he or their security man, Ugo Forense, can provide access. Agent doesn't mean what you think here. Fenring's people aren't all cloak and dagger types. More like a specialized bunch of killers and survivors. You fit in better than you realize. We have a prevailing theory, yes. You've just come from Carthage, have you not? Then you felt it. The way the air there hums. Like the place is still screaming. That wasn't war. Wasn't Harkonnen's spite. That was Tlilaxu work. Precise and measured erasure. And these killings bear the same signature.
Ah.
Makes a tidy cover story, wouldn't you say? The Tlilaxu had a secret foothold under Carthage. You saw it. Hidden labs. Vaults full of nightmares. Things that don't belong on any world. Then someone found it. And when it wasn't secret anymore, they burned the city to cover their tracks.
Ah.
It would seem that the Tlilaxu believe that, yes. I believe the exact who of it doesn't really matter anymore. For the Tlilaxu, a single breach warrants annihilation. They'll burn the whole house down, just to kill the mouse.
Ok.
Then they're not done burning. They'll keep going house by house, room by room, name by name, until the scent's gone and the ash settles.
Sympa les gars.
Lathe had an assistant, Hester Krent. Talk to her. She's a smart girl. Does most of his work, then earns her hazard pay swatting hands from randy officers on the upper level of the bull.
Eh ben.
If only I had a dossier and a drink menu. Find the man. You'll learn more in 5 minutes than I could tell you in 10.
C'est parti.
Should you require further guidance, return to me.
Bon, il s'est un peu calmé là. Eh ben allons-y. J'ai déjà payé. Hein. Oui, ça bug.
You again? What now?
Oui, d'accord. J'ai 10 jours. Cette salle à chaque fois. Tout est imposant ici. Alors. On va passer à la quête principale là. Hop, c'est ça qu'on suit. Yes. Et en petite, ce sera celle d'Aracline. Elle est où? Là. D'Arco plutôt. Village d'Arco. Voilà. Hop. Les deux quêtes du moment. J'ai pas vu s'il y avait Nenia. Non, Nenia pas connecté. Ok. Allez.
Ah, you are back. How can I help? Believe me, I would love to usher you in and cause a scandal. But unless your house's sigil is on the registry, you will have to enjoy this floor with the rest of us wretches.
Oh.
Follow all the leads you want, friend. But not past that curtain. I don't bend the rules just because someone sounds serious. Besides, the room is on lockdown. I'm just the gatekeeper here. A minor medical incident with a patron. We are grateful for your patience. Of course, discretion and propriety forbid me from disclosing the activities of our patrons. You understand. Hey, Thors sent you. Yes, we know Master Letha well.
Ah.
Alas,
He is the subject of the unfortunate medical incident I spoke of. Yes, but that was before you identify yourself as the sub-prefect's agent. I regret to inform you that the engineer has suffered the most conclusive of health setbacks.
Carrément, d'accord.
Let's just say he won't be ordering more drinks anytime soon. Currently, I am speaking with you. Soon I will attend to Master Leith. Master Leith is na familia. Typically, that means there would be an inquiry, but Master Leith has no known next of kin. That means there is no one to miss him or call for such an inquiry. So the matter dies with him.
Ils vont brûler le corps, le mettre dans le désert.
I have the Beggars Guild on retainer. When such a case arises,
Wow.
I leave a mark on the side door, and the body disappears, never to be seen again. I don't know. It is never seen again.
Sympa.
Master Leith, he was not exactly a social creature, but he wasn't a monk either. Few faces came and went, trusted ones at that. Well, Alistair, the steward, kept him fed and pickled. The wine merchant, Ambrose Lucifera, would sometimes stop in for a glass or a five. He and Leith share a taste for esoteric reactionary literature.
Et enfin,
Oh, and his assistant, Hester Klimt. Well, she is the one who actually keeps the planetologist office running. If Leith had a shadow, it was her.
ah mais Leith, c'est la blondinette qui est au bout du bar là, qui à chaque fois me disait qu'elle était pas, elle voulait pas parler.
She is a blend of outdated political theory, mystical dogma, and a romantic delusion.
Beaucoup de hic.
Written by fringe thinkers for fringe audiences. Master Leith's attentions were ever diverted by it, and proletarian erotica. Proletarian erotica. Titillating stories about the field hands and mechanics, usually. Grimy rendezvous in factory workers rotting behind oil drums while quoting dialectics. It's someone's version of liberation, I suppose. Very well. But may I ask what is it you are looking for?
Yes.
What a conspiracy! The man was cooked on Vanta draft, and he liked to play revolutionary between relap. Mind hyper black reason, cut with a soot sweat from doomed men in the pits.
Ah, mais c'est cool.
Vanta, they call it, on account of how fast it blinds you. Did the chief tell you how the Vanta draft was first created? It started on the penal hives on Paul Kavir. Some hellhole where the overseers used to take the chem runoff, the stuff that peel chrome off dropships, and cut it with
Ah, mais c'est
fermented
dégueulasse.
sweat
Oh, putain.
from the miners' exosuits. Ugh. They call it Vanta, after what it did to your vision. First sip
Ah bah, sympa.
steals the light.
C'est pire que la
The
tomate.
second steals your past.
C'est ça.
They used to lace it with trace amounts of expired melange to keep the convicts docile. The problem is, addicts start liking the dreams. One idiot smuggled a bottle off-world.
Okay.
Ended up in a noble's glass on Giddy Prime. And boom! No. Ah, very well. I grant you access to the lounge. But I make it quick. Please, wave your little wand around. You will see what I saw.
Ok. Là, c'était pas elle, son assistante?
Do I know you?
Ouais, c'est ça.
I don't. What do you want? Don't answer. Just go.
Ok, c'est toujours le même discours, mais en fait elle est au courant que son maître est mort. Enfin son maître. Son patron plutôt. Normalement j'ai mon scanner avec moi. Oui. Ouf. Sauvé. Ok. Mais Thor, c'est pas... Il me semble que je lui ai parlé, Mister. C'était une des quêtes.
If you're hearing this, well, I didn't get away. I'm Austin Lathe, engineer. The guy they call when they want things done, not questions asked. There was this one chance I could have said no, but I didn't. I crunched the numbers, fine-tuned them. That was all it took to bring down the ceiling on 1 million lives. I didn't press the button, but I knew it was coming. I just didn't want to disappoint the guy who asked. They gave me a new title, a nicer code, called me Na Familia. But after that, they wouldn't look me in the eye. And the thing I hear over and over, it's not the blast, it's my silence. And I found this pamphlet stuck behind a sink. You dig, you sweat, you die, and your work builds opera houses on worlds you'll never see. There was a sandfly stamped on the back, razor wings, sickle-shaped stinger. What bleeds in silence must one day sing. Didn't get it then, but those words stuck.
Ok. Il était un peu habité quand même. Donc apparemment il a fait un acte qui a tué des gens. Ok. D'accord. Donc à gauche c'était celui qui c'était lui. Au milieu c'était le marchand et à droite c'était Mistinguette. Ok. D'accord. Ouais, ça sent la révolution. Ok. Bien. Le fameux vin épicé. Ok. Là, faut faire gaffe. Mhm. Ok. Rien d'autre. Il y aura le corps après. On va finir par lui. Est-ce que l'on a tout fait? Et mon scanner, je l'utilise pas du coup. Ah. Ça c'est fait. Ah, le bouquin. Le bouquin, je l'ai pas vu. Ok. Révolte des cases. Mhm. Ah. Ok. Oh là là. Ok. Hmm. Ok. Cendre et lanterne. Lire en secret, brûler en silence. Ok. Ça, c'est du livre éphémère. Et ben, il ne me reste plus que le corps alors. Allons-y. Ah non, c'est pas celui que je pensais. Ok. Alors. Ouais. Ok. C'est bien d'être mental quand même, hein. Ok. Il s'est fait empoisonner. Ouais. D'accord. Bon, on a fini. Hein. Ok, maintenant je vais peut-être pouvoir interroger Miss Tonguette. Et le barman peut-être. Eh ben, c'est si long que ça de reconstituer Arrakeen. On dirait bien. Alors, est-ce que je peux te parler? Fouiller la base et interroger les témoins. Ah bah voilà. Allez, go.
Oh, I swear to the stars. If you're here to ply me with a drink, I'm going to shove shards of glass in your eyes.
Sympa.
I'm sorry. Am I sorry? No. No, I'm not. Let me be plain. This is the worst possible time. I do not wish to speak. Kindly go away, please. You've seen... Very well. Let's get this over with.
Ok.
My name is Hester Klimt. Ask your questions.
Bah c'est sa secrétaire. Non, son assistante.
I was his assistant. We worked together at the Imperial
Ah,
Planetologist's
c'était pas
office.
sa boss, ok.
That's the extent of our relationship.
Ok. Si, c'était bien son boss, c'est ça. Collègue, ouais.
Adequate. He was adequate. At any rate, he's dead now, leaving me sorting out a mountain of chaos. Damn him. Sorry. He was my boss. I didn't know him outside of the workplace.
Ok.
I can't be of any more help than that. No. And what does it matter? There's no foul play. Unless you have some compelling evidence or medical training, I have to deal with the fallout now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare. I have to clean out his office. I have to prepare for his replacement. There's too much.
Ok. Ouais, trouver. Ouais. Il va falloir voir. C'est dans le vin ou dans la bouffe.
Welcome to the Matador Room. If you're here for shade, spirits, or secrets. If you're here for honesty, I suggest dehydration. If you must. Saw him when he came in to measure his vantadraft. Fussed with the paw like a chemist balancing a toxin. That was this morning. His assistant Hester and that puffed-up wine merchant Ambrose Lucifera used to intrude, but not lately.
Ah,
The last few weeks, he kept the door closed and the bottle closer.
ok.
What was he reading? I don't always keep up. Very heavy and good for killing ants.
Putain, ok.
I'm holding out for the Communinet adaptation. Histories of Imperial Descent Volume 6 was a real hoot.
Ok.
He was a good customer, generous with his bar tab, which was paid like clockwork at the end of every month. That was my impression. The Solaris were always transmitted by wire from an account with an arsent transit code.
Oula.
A garrison town in the eastern Haga Basin. Pray you never see the place. It's where the Sadokar are encamped.
Ah, ok. Dans l'est. Très bien. Qu'est-ce que j'avais d'autre à voir du coup? Lui, il n'a rien à voir.
If it isn't my would-be assassin with a heart of gold, or perhaps silver or bronze, I can always count on you to liven up a mundane evening. Austin's dead, but I only saw him recently. So full of life. Wait. Is this a potential murder investigation? How charmingly macabre! Do you really think someone murdered poor Austin? Shh, don't spoil it. Yes, I simply must be involved. How might I facilitate your sleuthery? Now see here, I am only midway through today's debauch, and am of sound enough mind to answer the queries of both of you. There are two of you, yes? I jest. Do lighten up. This is the funeral. It's a possible murder scene.
Il est fou.
I've already imbibed several libations in dear Estim's memory. Yes, of course. Carry on. My occasional drinking companion has an education in engineering. If anything, he's even more of a man of leisure than... He has an advisory position at the Imperial Planetologist's office, though I don't believe he's ever set foot in that office. He's here more often than even I. If you ask me, and you have, he curried the favor of someone powerful to receive such a cushy job. Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Arakeen's eligible ladies. The man knows how to pitch woo prolifically.
Ok.
It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil for poor Austin.
Bon, est-ce que je vais revoir Miss Tinguette? Est-ce qu'il a abusé? Coucher avec elle? Et qu'il y aurait une histoire par derrière?
You?
Ouais.
Again?
C'est ça.
You're like a rash. I'm sorry. Was that hurtful? Not hurtful enough.
Est-ce que vous aviez des
How is this
relations
supposed to go?
intimes avec votre boss?
I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind, and I promise there will be collateral damage if I have to open my mouth.
Voilà.
Who made that fanciful exaggeration? Ambrose Lucifera? The man's mind is a perverted carnival. I saw nothing to suggest anything of the sort.
Ce serait pas un meurtre de jalousie, hein? Bon.
Now that sounds like a fanciful exaggeration. I at least saw nothing to suggest anything like that.
Ok. On va retourner voir Mister.
Ah, you are back. How can I help? He did say something about hating the Harkonnens, but that does not make him special around the trouble, and the Harkonnens go hand in hand here. You could throw a stick in any direction and hit someone with a grudge, but a murder here, right under Hawat's nose, that is not just bold. She is a near impossible. It would take something special to earn that.
Ça va être compliqué, hein?
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret to pair with your drink? If you must.
No.
I eagerly anticipate your return. No.
Au moins, ça c'est fait. Qu'est-ce qu'il peut me dire d'autre?
The
Avec les Harkonnen.
return of our intrepid sleuth hound. I've already imbibed several libations. Yes, of course. Carry on. It's been a most...
On va reparler les Miss t'inquiète alors? Les Harkonnen, ça te parle?
You? Again? You're like a...
Non. Bon. Parvenir à convaincre Esther Clint qu'Osken a été assassiné.
Very well, what do you want? He's finally dead. How did... Actually, I don't want to know the details. Did you hear, Portavoy? We finally win. There is nobody to challenge us for the title of Imperial Planetologist any...
Oula, ah oui, comme ça.
Very well, what do you want? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah.
Why are you harassing me? Portafoy, prepare for action.
Ok. Faut que je fasse tout le monde alors. Je vais faire la maman et les copines alors. Peut-être qu'elles savent des choses. On peut parler à personne d'autre. Eh ben, la maman et les copines.
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather annoyed. Wait, I can't hear you at all. Only think the bloody there. Now, tell me, my grandson Cyprian is the Imperial.
Non.
Oh, you're back.
You dare bother me again? All you paws look the same. Do you expect me? I don't even know why they bother to give your kind names. You don't name a broom or a shovel, do you? Now piss off.
Eh ben. Non, c'est pas avec elle que j'apprendrai des choses. On a quand même bien fait le tour là. Hein. Je peux parler à plus personne d'autre. D'accord. Qu'est-ce que j'aurais pu rater?
Ah, you are back. How can I help?
On va descendre. C'était que à l'étage hein, qu'il y avait des gens qui parlaient. Ok. Ils sont tous ronds comme des queues de pelle ici. Ah.
Yes. May I help you?
Ah, peut-être une conquête.
Were you born under a rock? My 2-year residency at the Crystal Terrace on Kitane is the stuff of symphasia and the dulcet tones. I am the #1 most requested singer on Atreides radio, and I'm told my Hello Boys hologram flickers above every bunk in the Dune fleet. I perform here, if that is what you're asking.
Okay.
I am currently in an exclusive engagement as the headliner here. Then I can wrestle the stage away from Gurney Halleck, that is.
C'est Gurney derrière? Oh. Oh non, il est trop jeune pour être Gurney.
That's what they tell me, but I'm not sure anymore. The truth is, the Atreides are losing the war, and they know it. Of course they are. War is all about economics, and the Baron I hear Lady Jessica is on a grand tour of the few remaining Atreides assets and liquidating them at the same time. The Harkonnen prepare to unveil Neo-Carthage, a monument to luxury and excess. Don't be ridiculous. I am only pointing out the obvious. One cannot win a war if one cannot pay his troops. Oh, if I took a drink from every starstruck walker. Actually, I like that idea. Symphasia's place. Hopefully I would attract a better class of customers.
Tout le monde est complètement... Bon, ça m'étonnerait qu'il
I
puisse...
calculated you returning a half hour.
Ah, peut-être le bar d'en bas. Ouais, personne à qui parler. Ah, mon soldat.
Hey, you again.
Non. Ok. Ok, alors Mister.
Ah, back so soon. There's been trouble all around, but nothing to worry about if you don't partake. You want to know about bad spice?
Ah bah voilà.
You need to ask upstairs. Yeah, find the three old birds flocking together.
Ah, je le savais qu'il fallait leur parler.
Morwena.
Ouais, c'est la maman. La maman de notre ami. Eh ben, allons-y. On va remettre ses appareils auditifs Tecléax là. Et elle va me faire avancer mon enquête. Go.
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting... Wait. I only think the bloody Tlilaxu are good for...
Tlilaxu.
There. My grandson Cyprian is the Imperial
Non, c'est pas là. C'est pas... J'aurais pensé qu'elle était plus... Ah non, la plus ragneuse, c'est celle de droite. C'est elle qui me renvoie.
You dare bother me again? How dare you speak to me? Avert your gaze, you beastly thing. Has no one trained you to behave in polite society? I have a good mind to have you flogged. I can do that, you know. One word to Master Chim and that swarthy slig of a bouncer will have you over a chair. What you want, you impudent poor, is the least of my concerns.
Okay.
What does concern me is that the eunuch downstairs is deploying idiots to harass me. Oh, you didn't know he was unequipped? Gelded by a plate-sized bit of shrapnel, as I hear it.
Sympa.
Sergeant Clegg knows well my experiences with bad spice. He knows that my bonny daughter Moreg walked my beloved granddaughter down the aisle on her nuptial day. And before young Nessa could finish saying her love words, the poor girl was forced to watch as her mother began to bleed from every pore as her body just disintegrated into a bubbling pool of gore.
Ah,
her
ça.
white dress was quite pink before all the frothy business was done. We learned later that Moreg was the first to succumb to the so-called bad spice epidemic.
Okay.
Save your pity, you intrusive poor. That Fremen bastard is the one to blame. It was glad tidings when I learned his people had been exterminated. I had a beloved handmaid who claimed distant Fremen ancestry. Farnoosh was her name. She was a lovely slip of a girl with the most exquisite handed needlepoint. Of course, that's before I stove her skull in with a peppermint.
Sympa.
You've had your story, now piss off.
Eh ben. Ok. J'en sais un peu plus sur l'épice avariée.
You...
Faudrait que j'aille réexaminer le corps. À moins que le barman peut m'en parler un peu plus. Ok. Il n'y a pas grand chose. De l'épice avariée, bah, ça peut pas être ça puisqu'il aurait fondu complètement. Bon, de toute façon, c'est pas ça. Qui c'est qui m'a parlé de la personne au mariage qui avait fondu? Ah, c'était celui qui était tout en bas du bar. Je sais plus pourquoi il m'avait dit ça. Ah oui, c'était je devais l'expulser dans la quête d'hier. Alors, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Putain, c'est long à chaque fois, c'est bizarre. Bon, l'épice était une fausse piste.
Found what you were looking for? Or if you must. I can't get any.
C'est lui qui m'en avait parlé, l'épice avariée.
Ah, you are back. How can I help?
Ah, the return of our intrepid... I've already imbibed... Yes. Yes, of course. It's been a most unusual...
Ok. Alors, rien à me dire sur l'épice.
You...
Il y avait encore 2 autres barman, je crois. J'ai reparlé avec lui.
Ah, back so soon.
Rien de plus. Je peux te parler à toi? Non. Et toi non plus. Ah. Compliqué. Est-ce que je peux te reparler à toi?
Yes. May I help you?
Mais il n'y a rien d'autre. Bah c'est compliqué tout ça. Comment on va faire?
Hey, you again.
Bon, on n'est pas sorti. On va repartir là-haut. Ah, est-ce que je peux reparler à... Ah, non. Je vais lire des filles. Si c'était une affaire de jalousie ou autre. Je crois qu'il est comme moi, lui, il est en train de chercher comment se sortir de cette enquête. Ouais, il est en train de lui parler. Hop, ça sert à rien. Est-ce que je peux essayer de parler à une autre?
You're back.
please my husband. I like to keep them there. Yes.
Ok.
Are you from the planetologist office? I'm getting rather... Wait. Oh, there. He is the...
Ok. Je peux pas te parler. Bene Gesserit. Incroyable ça. Encore des... Non, prétendante potentielle. Toi, tu vas rien avoir à me redire.
Very well, what do you want?
I'm sure I...
Why are you... Very well, what do you want?
Ok.
Ah, the return of our intrepid I've already imbibed yes. Yes, of course. Carrier, my occasional... he has an advisor. He's here more often. Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. It's been a most...
Bon, ça va être compliqué, ça.
Found what you were looking for, if you must. I eagerly anticipate your return. Can't get anything past you.
Bon, bah... C'est un peu chiant, ça. Trouver un moyen de prouver qu'un crime a été commis. Hein? C'est quoi tout ça? Objectif, objectif... What? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah, la médecin. On va peut-être pouvoir tenter de faire une autopsie. En plus, j'y ai pensé tout à l'heure, j'en ai pas parlé. Mais je me suis dit, il y a une médecin. Alors, c'est plutôt une médecin des vivants, c'est pas une médecin légiste, mais peut-être qu'elle va pouvoir m'aider. Je vais lui faire les descriptions du corps. Il peut carrément venir avec moi.
We meet again.
Voilà.
I can't say I know the name, but I'm afraid my head has been buried in matters concerning my clinic of late. What's this to do with me? A possible murder, then? I see. That is interesting. At least morbidly so. Today has taken an interesting turn.
Alors.
I'll do the best I can without a body to directly examine.
Ok.
What can you tell me about the state of the cadaver?
C'est parti.
That could definitely support suspicions of poison. However, there are myriad other medical reasons that a poison snooper would be the most expedient method. I'm afraid I don't have any snoopers at all. My supplies are lacking in general at the moment. If I knew that, I'd have one already. But I'm not exactly familiar with the more illicit sources of goods in Araki.
Je sais, j'en avais trouvé un... C'était ça que j'avais trouvé dans une épave, non?
Hello again.
Ensuite.
Are we here from... I can't say I know the name. A possible murder, then. Today has taken an interesting turn. That makes me suspect poison. However, without bodily samples to test, I cannot confirm. A poison snooper would be the most... I'm afraid I don't... If I knew that.
D'accord.
Hello again. Are we here for... I can't say I know the name. A possible murder, then. Today has taken an interesting turn. That could be a sign of anxiety, paranoia, or even substance withdrawal. Or it's just a bad childhood habit.
Ça va faire.
It does not confirm anything on its own.
Ok.
That makes me suspect a poison... I'm afraid I don't... If I knew that.
Ok. Et donc je vais faire mon rapport. Sûrement empoisonné. Il me faut un goût de poison. Et il va me le fournir. Et on va pouvoir avancer. J'étais tellement concentré sur l'interrogation des personnes que j'ai zappé de regarder la carte. C'est ballot quand même. Pourquoi je peux plus aller là? Ah, ok. On va voir le... Ah oui, ils font les tests de poison à la douane. C'est pour ça qu'ils m'ont envoyé là-bas. Un goûteur.
Ah, come back to hold up the line again.
Non. Ah, pourquoi ils m'ont fait amener là alors? Eh? Ah, Miss Tinguette. Ah, le vent.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special? Well, color me curious. You've got a specific purpose in your eyes. What are you looking for? Don't know the man directly, but his name comes up now and then among those of us who sell things on the sly. You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative form of payment. Solari always spends. Much obliged.
Allez. 100 pour ce que je vais gagner derrière. Ça va être bien. Ça, c'est un truc qu'on met à la main ou pas? Il est là. Ah non, ok. On avance. Bon bah là ça va être irréfutable. Je suppose. Allons-y. Et on s'arrêtera là. On finit de scanner. On convainc Miss Tinguette. Et puis on aura bien avancé. Alors, la nourriture, la base. Ok. Ah purée, le bouquin. Ils ont enduit les pages et vas-y. Et voilà. Ils ont copié ça dans le nom de la rose. Et ben voilà. Vu qu'en général, si c'est comme dans le nom de la rose, tu te lèches les doigts pour pouvoir tourner les pages. Au bout d'un moment, tu mets le poison dans la bouche. Oui, en plus, il se rongeait les ongles, donc il y avait la totale. Et elle était sûre d'avoir le poison dans la bouche à un moment ou à un autre. Du coup, j'ai plus besoin d'examiner quoi que ce soit. Ah, le vin, on sait jamais. Ok, rien. Ok, on pouvait tout faire en fait. Tous les docks c'est pareil. Ok. Et ben, on est bon. Du coup, ouais, le barman, Miss Tinguette, Mister. Est-ce qu'on va voir le marchand pour lui dire qu'il a été empoisonné? Il va être juste au fou, mais c'est tout. Ça va rien faire avancer au schmilblick, je pense pas. Et du coup, faut pas se débarrasser du corps. Et il faut surtout pas le donner au mendiant parce qu'il est contaminé. Je sais pas ce qu'ils en font. J'espère qu'ils les mangent pas. C'est le retour à Rakin le plus long à chaque fois que j'ai jamais eu ça. Ok. Alors. Ouais, ils sont pas spécifiques. Je pense que notre ami va être content de l'apprendre. Enfin, content.
Ah, you are back. How can I help? But who would want to kill a Master Lathe? He was already doing a good job over between his taste for that toxic Harkonnen brew he loves, House deserters, and ex-Dune men mostly. Not the kind that file taxes or hold court on keep it down, stranger. But yes, if you are asking if Master Leth was a creature of habit, wretched ones, benders that lasted days, women and drink until he couldn't see straight. A public, shouting poetry in the gutter. One sock, no shoes. The sheriff, he dragged him in more than once. No charges, of course. He would vanish, poof. Sometimes for days or weeks at a time. Always come back. That is when he would hole up in the private room. Pour himself a vanta, crack open one.
Ok. Donc quelqu'un... il faut remonter une révolution. Une petite rébellion sur Dune.
Found what you were looking for? Or just a new regret to pair? I believe you are mistaken. Master Lathe is under the influence of something quite spiritual. Vantadraft. Known side effects include coma, confession, and occasionally death. But let's be generous and assume the middle one. You're right. No games. Just a corpse in the Espada room and a list of insults I had hoped to use before Vantadraft finished what regret started. Murdered? No. Master Lathe was far too committed to slow, deliberate self-annihilation. Not self-loathing's not a flaw in this town. It's a currency. And Master Lathe had it to spare. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance, and bad books. In that general order.
Okay.
Vantadraft poured black as regret. The real stuff. Illegal, with a trace of poison. Master Lathe said it was the only drink honest enough to finish what he started. Not officially. Just a spice stabilizer that got banned in 3 systems. Makes the color pretty. Also kills your liver. Depending on who you ask, that's a feature. Optimistic. That's generous. The bottle said, may impair judgment. Master Lathe read that as permission. Master Lathe collected bad decisions like drink tickets. And love was just another excuse to disappear for a night. Or 3.
Okay.
Weird stuff. Off-the-record titles. Things that don't circulate legally. Class struggle. Worker dignity. That sort of quaint filth. The kind of books... Sorry. The desk to sign out library books is on the lower floor. Things you don't read for fun. Anti-imperial treatises. I don't know. I suppose he wanted to unbolt the class system with his wrench and conviction. Should have known tools like us don't get to fix things. We just... Found what you were looking for. Or I believe you are mistaken. Known side effects. You're right. No game. Murdered. Self-loathing. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance. You will have to ask his assistant, Hester Klimt. She catalogues tragedy like a... Go spoil her mood.
Allez. Eh ben, on est parti. Retourner interroger les témoins. Ah, je n'ai pas fini avec elle. Faut que j'aille interroger Mister.
Ah, the return of our intrepid Why, I should think you'd be the resident expert on poisons with your involvement in the farcical plot to assassinate me. That was you. Just a jest at your expense. All water under the bridge, I assure you. Why, some of my closest friends have tried to murder me at one time or another.
Il est vraiment
Now, what
perché
were we
celui-là.
talking about?
Putain. Il est perché, il est pas bien sobre.
A proper murder mystery, and I'm a suspect. How wickedly romantic. Perhaps perhaps I felt a deadly envy toward my dear friend. Nothing comes to mind. He was a sad sack of wine, whereas I am rather fabulous. Come to think of it, we weren't very close friends. Pshaw, we can hammer out a motive later. I'm just glad to be in the rogues gallery of this caper. I can say this about poisoning Austin. It would be easy to do. The man had recently developed a... Not everyone can handle vice with the charm and panache that I do. People like Austin turn alcoholic dependency into... something terrible haunted that man. 1 part guilt and 2 parts fear of discovery, shaken well and garnished with intrigue. My, such a sharp and incisive mind. You're liable to cut yourself on it. I trust you'll keep that little deduction between us. Allow me to lend you an ear. Maybe 2. Ah, yes, his illimitable nervous tic. I can stomach murder and cadavers, but just thinking about that man's poor, tormented cuticles. Ugh. And I'll tell you another thing. He had deep-seated mother issues that bordered on fetishistic. We can smell our own.
Qui se ressemblent boivent ensemble.
I can say that he was rather buried in that book. A recent reading obsession. He even had it open at the bar. Barely registered. I was mildly put off by all the finger-licking he did whilst turning the pages. But if moisture is needed on Arrakis, one must simply supply it themselves. Oh, yes, that was the most scandalous bit about it. A rather controversial text full of criticism. Histories of Imperial Descent, Volume 7. The Ikaz Revolt causes conduct and consequences within the Imperium.
Ouais, c'est
something. Come to think of it, he also recently read a banned Sandflies manifesto titled Wings in the Dark, Notes Toward a Future Without Chains. Ouais. Yes, well, I simply must petition my house to change our motto to... For we are high functioning. I'm afraid I missed out on that bit of gossip. A pity. I did see him reading a Sandflies manifesto recently.
Ah, une rouquine. Ah oui, bah c'est...
Only that they have an improbably high propensity for slapping me, men and women. Though to be fair to them, I deserved it.
Bah, au moins, il...
Oh, do you mean Austin's tremulous little apprentice cowering at the window? In that case, no. I shall count the minutes until the next disaster. Do I get to play the part of a potential suspect? Fun! Yes, I've been at this establishment for most of the day. Anyway, the proprietor can vouch for me. Well, only the usual assortment of patrons. Nothing noteworthy, I'm afraid. It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil for poor...
Eh bien. Bon, on a dit qu'après ça, on arrête. Allez, go.
You? Again? I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind, and murder... That's impossible. I don't... How could you... How? No, there's clearly been a mistake. The situation is insane enough without these wild theories.
Oh.
All right, you nerve-wracking hound.
Bah voilà.
Let me think. Perhaps I do know something that would help. Ask your question stranger than usual. He did become extra agitated. Paranoid even.
Est-ce que c'est la chanteuse d'en
particularly
bas?
after a meeting with a strange woman. A redhead. He met with her in a closed room for hours. He came out, distressed, immediately ordering a Thopter transport for the following day.
Dans le désert, à Aga.
I don't know if I should... He had a secret workshop, and the eastern shield
C'est ça.
wall.
Okay.
I don't know why he chose such a remote location. I don't know what he worked on there. I never saw him work.
C'est pas la base des
I'll send
Sardaukar.
you the coordinates of the workshop.
Ok.
I understand. Let's get this over with. Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. Austin wasn't a conventional boss. He rarely came into the office. A dysfunctional workplace, to say the least. No guidance. With the absence of Cyprian Io, I've been taught nothing. I've had to figure it out as I go, running the day-to-day affair. In
Sympa.
essence, I'm the acting planetologist of Arrakis. It's ludicrous. I'm in over my head. Damn Austin. Or rest in peace. Or both. Losing my mind. I've long suspected someone owes him a major favor. You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point.
Apparemment, il a
He's
fait
a
du mal.
shadow of who he was. It wasn't any one thing or any describable clue. Just a million tiny intangibles taken in while being around him. Once I saw him sobbing over a set of city planning sketches. He didn't see me. He avoided his work and skill set. It made him feel guilty or afraid. I'm not sure how he made ends meet, but the job title remained and money kept coming in. An alibi for Austin's murder. I was out on business that Austin had been neglecting. I'm afraid the only proof I can show are piles of hastily prepared paperwork. Alistair and Ugo have access to any room in the Seleucid Ball, of course. I know I've seen Ambrose Lucifera in and out of there. Isn't that the thing about murder? We're often surprised by who is capable. I suppose Ugo and Alistair might have their own shady dealings. But I can't imagine them killing someone in their own establishment. And Ambrose seems too ridiculous. I don't know. Was that some sort of revolutionary manifesto? I don't know much about the book itself, other than Austin was reading it obsessively recently. Not specifically. Well, I don't know if it is any way connected, but Austin's political demeanor was becoming... Towards the end, he also seemed to be hanging out about more and more shady and dangerous-looking people, though I have no idea who they were.
Okay.
You? Again? I'm in over my head. I'm not in the proper state of mind.
Eh ben, discutez de vos trouvailles avec le sous-préfet Torse. Eh ben, parfait, on est arrivé au bout. J'ai toujours mon goutte... ok. Mon goût de poison avec moi. C'est quoi ça? Ah, rapport d'empoisonnement. Ah, ok. On sort du bar et on s'arrête là. Perfecto. On avance. Et ben donc, on a fait le limier pendant une bonne heure. Et ben voilà. Cool. Allez, et ben sur ce, moi je vous dis à plus tard. Bye bye.